Hello everyone. Today I got the Vulp that I'm borrowing from a friend of mine because I currently do not have anything to flip other than this. But good news, I have acquired a machine-wise trainer blade and I currently got Sliff T handles on the way. So that's exciting. I'll probably make a video on that. But today I thought we would just talk about the Vulp. Now, me personally, not a big fan of it, like at all. I personally think the balance is a little wonky. Chaplains, I gotta like make these big circles. I can't do them like I normally do. And the grip, in general, it's just really bad. Not good at all. Definitely not liking this. And sure, I know that it's like a ballet designed for beginners, but this is like, why would he design it to do chaplains so weird? Because if beginners were to start on this, they would get used to doing chaplains with big circles and not doing it in faster speeds, which creates a habit, meaning that they would do weird chaplains on ballets that actually do good chaplains. Like, I can't keep it on my finger for that long if I do them like I usually do. I can like feel it slipping off my finger. And especially on the sides here, there's not a lot of grip at all. Like with the finish, it is so slippery. I'm not liking it. A good example is when I do like scissors. When I catch like this and do whatever type of tricks, it just slides down. It won't even stay on my finger. Yeah. But the sound is actually not bad. I give him that, and the jimping is pretty effective. But it's just, this ballet in general just will create bad habits if a beginner would start with this, but then eventually move on to a better ballet. They would have like bad habits because the chaplain and the fact that this thing is literally designed to not pinch. So if a beginner were to like move on to a maybe higher price song and they would like get pinched, they wouldn't really know how to avoid it. So they get used to like just never getting pinched, because getting pinched is kind of like a part of the process of learning. It's where you learn to avoid getting pinched by the Zen nipple, which is kind of a crucial part of getting good at flipping. Yeah, I'm just generally not liking this ballet. I have not personally seen many people criticize about it, but I'm just hearing a lot of praise from it. I think it's really overhyped, because in general, it's just not a good ballet. It creates bad habits. It has a weird wonky balance. It's bad grip, weird finish. Sure, I've heard him talk about it in the I've heard Will Hirsch talk about it in the Vulp Pro videos, but still, it's just kind of, what did he think when he designed this? it's just so slippery. I can't really. The sound is good, but and the jimping is good. That's kind of like the only good thing I see about this Bowsong. Like, I've heard many other content creators just say that they really like this. This is really good for beginners and all of that, but I'm like never heard any sort of criticism towards it. And to be completely honest, I do think it is because Will is a popular content creator. So, but like, I've only seen positive reviews, positive feedback, not any sort of criticism, negative feedback. I just find that a little weird. So yeah, in my opinion, I do think it is because Will Hirsch is a big content creator in the community. So he gets sort of like praised. The design gets kind of praised for it because it is designed by him. Sort of like the Squiddy WH, I think it is. I personally do not like the design at all. I just think it is way outside of Squid's design style. And it just looks a little weird. It's a fox paw with a mouth. And it apparently flips exactly the same as a Squiddy bee. But it has jimping and some sort of pattern on the handles, which apparently doesn't do much either. And when they had the first like limited run of it, 100 units got sold out in 2 minutes. I think that's just really weird because like they could simply just buy a Squiddy bee. So I don't really see much of the point because there's not much uniqueness to it unless other than the design. And me personally, I'm not liking the design because I just think it looks weird. And it's way outside of Squid's usual design style. And I simply do think it is because of his sort of status in the community. I think it is simply because he is popular and he is a content creator. And that, I think that is also why he never seems to get any sort of criticism. I don't know if you have seen the Vulp Pro Live Blade version, but now I've finally seen some sort of feedback, some sort of criticism, because of the Live Blade model. The blade really looks like the Cygnus Bowie blade. It looks basically identical. So it's like for the first time that I see some sort of negative or constructive feedback on a Will Hirsch product or on his video or clips. And I do find that weird because it's version now. And the Vulp came out a long time ago. Because me personally, I would not give this one to a beginner. Now that there's more options like the Canyon that recently came out, I would personally give a beginner the Canyon instead, because it's just a Balisong. This is like, it's not designed for a specific level of flipping. But the Vulp is apparently designed to be a starter for people who are getting into the hobby, but I just don't see this as a good starting point, because it is just so flimsy. and like it just flips weird. And just the balance and the feel in general is just, everything is just strange in general, and I just don't really understand how he hasn't gotten any sort of criticism for this. Which is why I do think that he simply does not get any sort of criticism or negative feedback because he is a popular content creator. But sure, that's just my opinion. You tell me yours if you want to. I'm completely open to hearing others, but me personally, I just find it weird that he just got criticism now when he posted the Live Blade Vulp Pro version, because it looks like a Cygnus blade, but he hasn't got any sort of criticism because of how his product flips, like this one, the Vulp. And recently I joined a group chat on Instagram that consisted of only flippers in the Europe, and I've heard from them, and they are also not really liking the Vulp, at least most of them. But that is like the first time I've heard anything bad about it. Like, we can't really say a beginner would be able to criticize this, because a beginner doesn't really know what flips good and what not. But it's like, that was the first time I heard someone criticize the Vulp. So I just find it weird. Just comment what you personally think about it. Let me know your opinions on it. But I generally think that the feedback Will gets is kind of biased based on the fact that he's a popular content creator in the community. But yeah, that's about it. I'll see you in the next one, where I assemble this, or unbox and assemble if I get to. See ya.